Hi everyone. Today we are going to discuss problems based on Jacobi iterative method. Now this method is we have to find accurate value of unknowns. For that we have to use. Now let me start. In this method we start with certain assumption as the value of variables, and by applying the method of this type we get the better approximation, and we also repeat this iteration, this procedure as many times as you want till you get a desired accuracy. Means there is a no outline for this type or for this Jacobi's iterative method. We have to take many more iteration up to you have to get correct values of unknowns. Now let me discuss this problem. Now let me discuss the problems on Jacobi iterative method. Problem on Jacobi iterative method. So problem is given here. Solve the following equation by Jacobi iterative method. So I am writing the problem. Solve the following equations by Jacobi iterative method. So you have to given a system of equation as 15x plus 2y plus z, that is equal to 18, 2x plus 20y minus 3z is equal to 19, and third equation you have to given here 3x minus 6y plus 25z, and that is equal to here 22. So you have to given this system of equation, and we have to find the values of unknowns by using the Jacobi iterative method. So what is the solution of this Jacobi iterative method? So first, what is your aim, guys? So your aim is I want to find the values of unknowns. So find values of unknowns. So which are the unknowns in above equations? So let's see. Unknowns is what is that? X, y and z. You have to find the values of x, y, z. Let's see. First we write the equation as in this way. X equal to y equal to and z is equal to. So first equation is 15x plus 2y plus z, that is equal to 18. This can be written as, I am writing this equation as x is equal to, it is a clearly you will have to getting x values is 1 upon 15 and into 18 minus 2y minus z is there, guys, minus z means it is a clearly x equal to the values 1 upon 15 in a bracket 18 minus 2y minus z. Also value for y we are to taking similarly here, value for y is 1 upon 20 in a bracket, that is a 19 minus 2x. Now that will get plus 3z is there, and similarly you have to write the value for z. Value for z is 1 upon 25 in a bracket 22 minus, you will have to getting this here value of z 22 minus here 3x and here lastly plus 6y, that is equal to, this is a value of z. So for combining we call this is equation number 1 for Jacobi iterative. So combinedly we call the values of x, y and z, this is called as equation number 1. So let's see how to take the iterations, guys, how to take the iterations. So taking as a first iteration, I am writing here now in this way, taking as a first iteration as means in your given question the system of linear equation is given to you and you have to directly write the values of, means first you have to write the values of x, y, z, after that taking first iteration. What is the first iteration or how to take the first iteration, guys? Let's see how to take the first iteration. So we start the approximation values, we start this iteration by putting, so means approximation value I am writing here clearly, we start approximation, we start with the approximation as x equal to 0 here, y is equal to also 0 and taking z is equal to also 0, means For first iteration you should have to take x is 0, y is 0 and z is 0. So therefore the value of x equals to the value of x, it becomes that is 18 upon 15. Guys, you clearly seen here y is 0, z is 0, so what will get 18 upon 15. So value of x is called as here 1.2, clearly 1 divided by or 1.2 is there. So this is called as x1, means value of x for first iteration we called as x1. Similarly, you have to find the value of y1. What is the value of y1? Y1 is there. Here we have to put x is 0 and z is 0. So clearly you will have to getting here 19 upon 20. 19 upon 20. That is the first iteration value for y, that is called as y1. So therefore it will get the value 0.95. 0.95. And also for first iteration of z, that is called as z1, and z1 is equal to putting y is equal to 0 and x is equal to 0 here. So what we will have to getting here 22 upon 25. So clearly it is 22 upon 25. So what we will get here? So this will get 0.88. 0.88. And values after first iteration of xyz, it becomes x1 is 1.2, y1 is 0.95, z1 is 0.88. This is first iteration, guys. This is first iteration. Initially you have to take the values of x, y, z as a 0, and after iterating the value of x is 1.2, y is 0.95 and z is 0.88. We call that is x1, y1, z1 for first iteration. I hope so you have to getting this. Now let me start iteration second. So what is iteration second? So taking as a second iteration. So let's see. Putting the above values of x, y, z means putting above value. I am writing here clearly. Putting above values on right hand side of the equation. On right hand side of equation 1. You know the equation 1 is what? Equation 1 is this. We have to put in the right hand side of equation, that is value of x, y, z here. Putting means you already find here x1, y1, z1. Means this x1, y1, z1 we have to putting in equation 1. So we have to getting here. So we get so therefore x2 is equal to, therefore second iteration for we take the value of x is x2 is equal to, we have to put x2 as 1 divided by 15, and you know x1 value is what, y1 is what from equation 1, and therefore equation 1 is becomes now in this way. x2 is equal to, x2 can be taken as 1 upon 15, 18 minus 2 into there is y is there, 2 into y minus z, but y and z recent value you have to use here. So this will get 2 into 0.95, means y1 value 0.95 minus value of z is recent value of z is 0.88. Now this bracket complete, and we'll get x2 as 1.0147. 1.0147. This is value for x1. Similarly, guys, you have to take the next iteration for y values, that is y2, and y2 is nothing but it is 1 divided by 20. You have to use the recent value. Now you have to use the recent value, that is x1, y1 and z1 is there. So this will becomes a 19 minus 2 into recent value of x1. X1 is what is that? You have to put the x1 as 1.2 plus 3 into value of z1 is 0.88. Recent value means in first iteration we have to use the values in second iteration. So that will get here 0.962. So this is y2, and similarly you have to find z2 for second iteration. So this will get 1 upon 25 in bracket. This is clearly 22 minus 3 into 1.2 plus 6 into 0.95 bracket complete, and it will get 0.964. This is a value for second iteration of xyz as x2, y2, z2. So similarly you have to use the third iteration. Similarly you have to take the third iteration as third iteration. So how will we take the third iteration? So using second iterating value in equation 1. So I am directly writing here using second iteration values in equation 1 we get. So equation 1 becomes, for third iteration, x becomes here x3 and x3 is equal to, x becomes x3 and x3 is equal to, it is 1 divided by 15, it is 1 divided by 15 in bracket, that is 18 minus 2 into value of here y2, means second iteration value y2 is what, 0.962, so 2 into 0.962, now minus value of z is 0.964 is there, and therefore after simplifying this on calculators, what you will get this value as 1.0075. This is value. Now we have to take third iteration for y as y3, and y3 it is 1 divided by 20 in a bracket, that is a 19 minus 2 into value of here x2, means value of x for second iteration, it is x2, it is a 1.0147, it is a 1.0147. now there is a plus 3 into value of here z2 for second iteration. Z2 is, what is that here, z2 I am calculated in second iteration, z2 is 0.964 guys, 0.964, so I am writing here 0.964. now this bracket will be complete here, and you are to getting the iterating value for y, that is third iterating value for y as 0.9931. This is value for y3. Now we take the third iteration for z, that is a z3, and z3 can be written as, this is 1 upon 20 for you. You use here the value of, for value of z3 we use here value of y and x in second iteration we have to already calculated. So therefore 1 upon 25 equal to 22 minus 3 in bracket 1.0147, that is a value of here x2 plus 6 into, it becomes 6 into value of here y2 is what, that is a 0.962, that is a 0.962 is there, and after taking calculation in scientific LC you have to getting, that is 0.9891. This is a second and third iteration guys. I hope you have to understand it. The value of x3 is what, value of y3 is what, and value of z3 is what. After taking the third iteration we have to take also fourth iteration is what. So let me start the fourth iteration. Let's see fourth iteration. So what is the fourth iteration I am taking here for value of x, y, z? So here clearly we have to use here, I am writing now clearly, we use second iteration, means recently which iteration we have to done, third iteration. Recently which iteration we have to done, third iteration. So recently use the iteration for next iteration. So we use now third iteration for equation 1 we get means we use the third iteration, means we use x3, y3 and z3 for equation 1. So equation 1 it becomes that is x equal to, means x for fourth iteration it will becomes x4, and that is equal to 1 upon 15, that is equal to 1 upon 15 in bracket, that is 18 minus 2 in bracket. Recently you have to find the value of, what is that, x3 is 99.31, so I am writing here 99.31 minus here 0.9891, and that is equal to 1.0016 is there. So x4 in this way we have to calculate it. Now also you have to find fourth iteration for value of y, that is y4 is, it is nothing but it is 1 divided by guys 20. Now in bracket, that is 19 minus, that is a 2 into, you know the value of here x3 in previous iteration it is 1.0075, my plus is there, plus 3 into what is the value of that is the value, it is the value of z3 means 9891, 9891 means it will clearly, I am writing here 0.9891. And after taking these calculations we have to getting the value as a 0.9976. We have to take also similarly you have to take z4, that is value of z for fourth iteration, it becomes z4 and z4 is 1 upon 25 in bracket, that is 22 minus 3 in bracket 1.0075, that is value of here x3 means in previous iteration we have to find this value of x3 and here next plus 6 into here value of y3, so 0.9931, 0.9931. You check guys what is the equation of x-axis or what is the equation of x, y and z. So in this we have to put in the recent values in next iteration, so clearly you will have to getting here 0.9974, 0.9974. You observe here all these values are approximately equal, but I have to find correct accuracy is there, I have to find accuracy between these three values. So for that we have to also take the next iteration, for that we have to also take the next iteration. So I am writing next what is the iteration number, fifth iteration is there, fifth iteration. Let's see in fifth iteration what we have to do here, here we have to use again, we use fourth iteration value, we use fourth iteration value in equation 1. We get for next iteration means you have to find x for fifth iteration, it is given as here clearly x5, and x5 it is nothing but 1 upon 15, right, 1 upon 15. Now in bracket what is that here, 18 minus 2 into that is a 0.9976, 0.9976, this is value of y4 minus value of z is a 0.9974, 0.9974, and after calculating you will have to getting here 1.000 and 5 means 3 times 0 5. Now also you have to take the next iterating value, that is y, and y for fifth iteration it will becomes y5, y for fifth iteration it will becomes y5, and y5 taken as here 1 divided by 20 in a bracket, that is 19 minus 1.0016, that is a 19 minus 2 into 1.0016, this is nothing but value of x4 plus 3 into the value of 9974, that is value of z, that is 0.9974, 0.9974. After calculating we have to getting the value for y as that is a 0.9994, that is fifth iteration for y, we call that is a y5, and taking z5 now here z5, let's see what is a z5. So z5 can be written as this is 1 divided by 25, yes, 1 divided by here 25, so I am writing here now very clearly 1 upon 25, that is z5 in bracket 22 minus that is 3 into 1.005 means I am writing here 3 into 1.0016 is there plus 6 in bracket 0.9976, and this is value for what is that y, and this is equal to, after taking calculation you will have to getting here 0.9980, and this is nothing but value of z5 for fifth iteration. So again you check the value of x, y and z, so there is approximately equal, but we have to take more accuracy for that, so we want again sixth iteration, because of that more accuracy we will have to getting, for that I am taking here sixth iteration. So let me start the sixth iteration. So for that I am writing here in fifth iteration, value of x1 is equal to, what is that value of not fifth iteration means, what is that here, x5, value of x5, that is a 1 point here. I am writing 0005 means not 5. Value of y5, it becomes, that is a 0.9994, 0.999 and 4. And value of z5 we calculated recently, that is a 0.9980, 0.9980. This is in fifth iteration, guys. This is in fifth iteration we calculate this value. Now we taking the next iteration as iteration number 6, iteration 6. So that is a sixth iteration. So what is the sixth iteration? How it will be take the sixth iteration? Let's see, guys. Because this is very simple, we have to use here previous value. We have to use fifth iteration. We use, again I am writing, we use fifth iteration values for equation 1. We use fifth iteration value for equation 1. We get the value of x, it becomes for sixth iteration, it is x6, and x6 can be written as, this is 1 divided by here 15 in bracket, you have to make the calculation is here 18 minus 2 into 0.9994. This is value of y5, that is 0.9994, right? Minus value of z, it becomes z5. So value of z5 is 0.9980, 0.9980. This is what, this is x is nothing but 1 upon 50, 18 minus 2y minus z. We have to use y and z values in recently, means in fifth iteration. So what we will have to getting here, x6 is 1 point here 0002, means 1.002. Again you have to take similarly, what is the value of y6, means sixth iteration for y as a y6, that is equal to 1 upon 20. Now in bracket I am taking, that is a 19 minus 2 in bracket, that is a value of here x is nothing but x5, and that is 1.005, then plus 3 into, that is a 0.9980, means 3 into z is there, and bracket complete. After taking some calculation is there, you will have to get the value for y6 as a 0.9996. So again we have to take sixth iteration for value of z as a z6, and therefore this is equal to, this is nothing but, this is 1 upon 25, guys. This is 1 upon 25, and that is a 22 minus 3 in bracket 1.0005. This is value of what, guys? This is value of x5 plus 6 into value of here y5. Y5 is nothing but here 0.9994. This recently value we have to use for next iteration. So therefore it will get 0.9998, right? 0.9998. So I am writing here, this is up to, you have to check, guys, the value of x, y, z. It a little bit difference, but small difference, but these are approximately equal value. These are approximately equal value. And if these are approximately equal value, you know, you observe the fifth iteration also, you observe this fifth iteration, you observe the sixth iteration, all values are same, guys. Values are same. So that's why I am writing here, if these values are same, that's why I am stopping these iterations. So I am directly comparing, or I am writing here comparing what iterations, comparing the values of fifth iteration and sixth iteration. Fifth and sixth iterations, we get same values, for x, y and z. So therefore I am writing directly, therefore x is equal to 1 is there, also y is equal to 1 and z is equal to 1. Be the required solution. Be the required solution. So this is a Jacobi iterative method. Means we have to take iteration after iteration up to take approximately equal value. So we take here totally 6 iteration, guys. You take total here 6 iteration, and you have to stop until 5th and 6th iteration value are same. I hope you have to understand this problem for Jacobi iterative method. It's very clearly, and you have to understanding much more. So just see, I'm once again I'm repeating this your target or what you have to take the how many iterations. So firstly you have to given what is the equation, you have to aim the values of unknowns you have to find. So for that we have to use Jacobi iterative method. So for that you have to write the first x, y and z values what you will have to getting in given equation. So take first iteration, take second iteration, take third iteration, take fourth iteration, take fifth and sixth iteration, and in each iteration you have to use its recent iteration values for x, y, z, and up to you have to take same values of recently 2 iterations. Means we have to get values of x, y, z as the same value in recently 2 iterations. So your process is a stop is there, and you have to just comparing the values of recently 2 iterations, and this is final your values of x, y and z, and you stop here. So I am conclude that here clearly x, y and z that is equal to 1, and which is the required solution. I hope you have to understand very well. Thank you.